Buenos días, todo el mundo. Vamos a comenzar enseguida. Por favor, tomen asiento para que podamos empezar. Comenzamos en un minuto. Por favor, tomen asiento para que podamos empezar. Muchas gracias. Bueno, tomen asientos. En un minuto exacto empezamos, por favor. Todavía queda un par de asientos aquí delante. Os ruego tomar asiento antes de que empecemos. Buenos días, good morning, buenos días a todos. Hoy vamos a realizar aquí el evento en inglés porque tenemos una audiencia online y lo que vamos a mostrar aquí tiene implicaciones internacionales. Así que, good morning everybody. My name is Lars Hoffman and I'm super excited to be here today to present a very, very interesting product and project that I'm sure you're going to love. Electric mobility is an existing reality today, right here, right now. But we are just getting started. The snowball has just started rolling. There are still many untapped opportunities in the world of charging, and we're here to change that today. First, I would like to present you with a person who has the vision and the commitment from the Diggia Group. So please give a round of applause for José Manuel Zorrilla, President of the Diggia Group.
Hello, everybody. Good morning, everybody. So today is an incredible day, right? So first of all, thank you for everybody here coming into this event. Thank you for everybody supporting us online, following this event as well, international event. And I would like to say also thank you for all the team in Diggia Group supporting this long journey to come up with this solution that we are presenting today, and especially for the innovation team and the leadership of Mario, leading all the innovation team to create a real solution, and a thoroughly interesting solution we are presenting to you. And as well, thank you for all the financial ecosystem supporting us, no, to continue with the growth of Diggia and the companies inside our group. So the solution we are going to present you today is a solution for the ecosystem working in the EV, right? So you know, one of the brands of Diggia is Wenea, and Wenea, we are needing this solution. But this is not a Wenea solution. This is a solution for the market. This is a solution for all the people investing in the EV, right? For our competitors and for our partners. And essentially, what they are my team is going to explain you a solution that is going to help us in the acceleration of our deployment, in covering peak demands in a rollout, right? To increase our number of CPs when we have a network, and also to increase the utilization of our existing network. So I hope you enjoy, right, today with the presentation and with the solution we offer to the entire market. And thank you again. Okay?
Thank you, José Manuel. So I hope you're as excited as I am to see what the SBOW system is. I look out in the crowd and I recognize some of the people here. I see charge point operators, I see representatives from some of the car brands and fleet operators, and I hope that what you see here is exactly the kind of thing that you could be very, very interested in. But in order to present this, I need some help up here, so I'd like to present you with two people key to this project. First, Bernat Serra, who's the Director of New Ventures at Diggia Group, and Santiago Antelo, Director of Expo. All yours, guys.
Thank you, Lars. Thank you, José Manuel. Thank you, Mario and team. And first, thank you all of you for being with us here today. We are very excited to present this, very humbled also to have such a large audience here and also online. So let me start a bit with a reflection. I think if we polled the room, there would be a quite widespread consensus that current infrastructure deployment is what's fueling, or it's a key catalyst for the mobility transition that we are all experimenting. It's actually a consensus that a lot of people here and a lot of organizations represented here are pretty invested in as well. Nevertheless, we are also all very aware that there are some cases that we are still not covering, and there is still some work to do. As Jose was anticipating, when we have a step back and analyze our client needs, there are some cases, clients, some cases even in our own operations as fleet operators, that we are not covering very well. Demand for electric charging is growing super fast all across Europe. Nevertheless, if you zoom in into this demand is not a very smooth curve as the consulting companies show. It's actually a very messy, very dynamic, changing very rapidly, both in terms of time and location. There is a bit of a mismatch between this demand changing very, very fast and then the way we as an industry can deploy the infrastructure. when we deploy, if we had to give one word at how we deploy, it probably wouldn't be quick. It may be something more like probably constraint. There are a lot of things still going on and a lot of barriers to jump. At SBOW, we are working very hard to change this today. Today, we're introducing our solution. Let me play a bit of a video showcasing the opportunity we see and we are solving for today.
Electric vehicles are rapidly transforming how we move. As demand continues to grow and the charging industry develops, numerous opportunities remain untapped across markets, primarily due to the limitations of current infrastructure solutions. Charging demand is growing very fast. Our customers and operations are looking for charging solutions immediately, while deployment and connection times are typically measured in months. Charging needs are dynamic. Holiday seasons, weekends, events. There is an opportunity to capture more value from demand peaks. Selecting a location involves a significant commitment of time, investment, and risk. Opportunities to test, optimize, and adjust based on real performance could simplify and accelerate decisions. Strategic locations may not always be viable due to various infrastructure constraints. Enabling those locations could become a critical value driver to optimize operations. As an industry, we have the opportunity to provide charging services when and where they're most needed and valuable. We are unlocking the potential of charging anytime, anywhere.
This always makes me think. The true value of charging services comes to its highest when and where charging is not available or even impossible.
It's actually a bit of a paradox, no? The places, the locations, the moments where we would love the most to have that charger there for that bus, for that client that we're not being able to solve, are exactly those where we cannot have.
But let's talk about time and flexibility then for installing a new charger. How much time do we need to install a high-powered charger? Weeks? Months? I know stories of years, literally. So I challenge you to improve on that.
We accept that challenge, Lars. Let's imagine we wanted to build a charging station right here, right now, nothing too ambitious. Let's say 2 charging points.
Okay.
It needs to be ultra fast, for sure, is where the market goes. Give us, I don't know, 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Please, let me introduce to you the SBOW iFlex. And I think we're ready.
That was very impressive. I thought I was going to say less than 5 minutes, but it didn't even take 1 minute to put this here. This is fantastic. So Now we just need one more thing. Customers.
Yes,
Let's go for
exactly.
it, please, Santiago.
Let's plug in the cars. So this is a real functioning system, and they're actually going to charge the cars right here. There you go. You got to plug it
Yeah.
all the way in.
Yes, it is.
And there, Bernat, he is activating the charge. Okay,
And both cars are charging.
Exactly.
easy as that.
Yes, it is.
This is SBOW iFlex. This is a truly mobile, ultra-fast charging solution that can be deployed. Here it says in 2 minutes. I think it's under a minute. That has been really thought and designed for mobility, for adaptability, but also for robustness. But this is not only an engineering feat of all our engineering team. It's also a very thoughtfully designed commercial solution. So it has been really thought, so it's optimized for the real use cases of the industry, of the CPOs, of the fleet operators, of everyone presenting cars and needing this, of everyone having events. So please give it a round of applause for the SBOW iFlex.
Okay, thank you. Great stuff, fantastic. Less than a minute, I wasn't expecting that. Now, let's could we go through and talk a little bit about what the specifications for the SBOW iFlex systems are?
Definitely. As said, we have optimized the SBOW iFlex so it can really become the one tool, the single tool that can serve across a lot of different use cases and a lot of different needs for the key industry players.
Yeah. Indeed, flexibility has been always in mind during development. One single tool that performs very well across all the use cases. First, we have designed SBOW to be a really ultra-fast charger, capable of delivering up to 240 kilowatts.
240 kilowatts, that's really fast, and I'm sure customers will really appreciate that when they're doing road trips, when they're traveling to holidays on the coast here in Spain. We want fast charging.
That was a bit our inspiration as well, one of these travels to the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Its SBOW is actually 2 charging points. They are equipped with 2 high-speed CCS2 charger connectors that can operate both in parallel.
Yeah, as we see right here in the room, 2 cars charging at the same time, so double the impact with just one deployment.
And not only 2 charging points. We have actually really thought about how the geometry, how the configuration needed to be, so it can be operated in very different scenarios, but real scenarios of what we find in our streets, in our highway resting areas, in our parking slots, all across shopping centers, so it can really be used in the real scenarios that it's going to find.
Yeah, hoses are strategically located, so it's and long enough, so it's comfortable to operate in any parking distribution.
Well, I think flexibility is really important when you're trying to deploy infrastructure like this. You need it to be able to be in car parks, to be in places where you already have existing charging infrastructure, or look, even here, parallel parking in that coastal town here in Spain.
Definitely.
Yeah, and more on geometry, the weight distribution. It has been carefully thought so it's easily towed or lifted.
So I can transport it on a crane truck if I want?
Yes?
Yes, you can use a crane track, and there you can fit up to 4 or 5 SBOWs together.
And not only it can be transported, we have made it really, really robust, so it can really withstand all this moving around. This is not a movable solution. This is a truly mobile solution.
Yeah, I guess. I guess I can even tow it behind a car if I want to.
That would give you a lot of flexibility, as we have seen here.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, this is
absolutely.
pure freedom. We have optimized the battery so it can charge 6 standard charges in a row.
So 6 standard car charges from just one SBOW.
Exactly.
That means that you can put it as a buffer between the grid and the actual customers, so that when they get there,
right.
they can always charge.
It can operate as a buffer, but it can also be connected to a 3-phase grid. So it can be connected and receive up to 40 kilowatts from the network while delivering full speed charge for 2 vehicles.
What that means actually is that, of course, it can operate at full capacity, drawing from the batteries at the peaks, at the maximum peaks, but even connecting it just with a regular 3-phase plug, it can withstand all through the day a 33% utilization, going up and down with the peaks using these batteries as a buffer, so it can be in this steady state all through the day.
Now, if I think about charging opportunities, I think 33% utilization that's peak usage in most places, or maybe even above, right? So that
Definitely all through the day it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So CPOs can install this and just plug it into a regular 3-phase connection, just 40 kilowatts, and then you have a 240 kilowatt charger available to you with no additional infrastructure.
Yeah.
Well, and not only, if it was not enough, the SBOW can also be connected to a continuous CCS2 connector and get up to 100 kilowatts from the input.
So if I connect one SBOW to a 100 kilowatt CCS charger, I get 2 plugs out that each one can give me 120 kilowatts. So I get double the number of charge points and much more charging speed.
Yeah, doubling the
That's
capacity
exactly
is
right,
one of the
yeah.
use cases.
But not only that, you can use it to recharge, deploy, recharge, deploy, recharge, deploy throughout a day. For example, in a very complex route optimization operation, you can really charge it fast, deploy it, and charge it fast again.
Yeah, you're right. So if I had a situation where I wanted to charge the vehicles in one location, but that's not where I have my infrastructure, I can use this.
It can operate fully in a fully off-grid move. So it can operate on the move. Of course, I don't know any car that can really, like the planes, refuel or recharge on the move, but it can operate on the move.
So it operates on-grid and off-grid, and I can move it around. So I can use it to optimize, well, in this case, a bus route, for example.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One of the cases we see. Very promising.
And also SBOW can be operated from a central location. You have the control over your network.
So it's not just a hardware solution.
No,
It's
it is not.
an integrated solution so that it can integrate into existing CPOs, technical platforms, and communicate with those.
Exactly, and we see this as a key factor. So when we think a bit beyond of the single iFlex, when we see this as a full solution to cover some of these demands, the capability to have, let's say, a fleet of SBOWs covering one of the very crowded, the A4 highway here in Spain in the summer, and having them all monitored, being able to operate all of them, knowing the exact level of charge, the exact level of power deploying, what's online, what's offline, what's moving from a central location, and optimizing this with a very simple but intelligent set of rules, we believe it's going to give the full strength to this solution.
And of course, no need to mention, the SBOW is built under the safest conditions and certifications, including UK, CA, and CE.
So if I want to use this internationally, I need it to be certified, of course.
SBOW is
yeah,
really...
You need to think that this is going to be used by customers, by operators, so you don't need to have any certification, so it needs to be extremely safe, and it is safer, or as safe as the safest cars in the market, as safe as the safest chargers in the market, so anyone can get in there, operate without risk.
Yeah, I mean, safety is really important when you have a truly mobile system as well.
And not only that, we also have thought it so it can really integrate into all the operators' configurations, not only in terms of software, platforms, operations, but also we believe that look and feel, brand image, we need to be able to really tailor this so it can really merge with this operator brand and be part of the brand.
So you're saying it's not just an investment in infrastructure, it's a complete brand image as well?
It is.
With this, you can customize it, but you can also guarantee a level of service that other CPOs might not be able to match.
You can be the operator that never fails.
That adds, for me, I can see that adds a lot of value to a CPO, and that really helps them with their brand image as well.
That was
I mean,
the thought.
with that, you can charge anytime, anywhere.
Yep.
That's very impressive. So, thank you. I mean, a round of applause. I think that's an amazing product.
Thank you, Lars. Thank you.
I was thinking, because I was just taking some notes here, and I think this is not just a charger. This is a solution to a problem that normal infrastructure just cannot cope with. We can deploy this in places that we couldn't service before. So I was thinking about some use cases, and perhaps you guys here in the audience, you have more ideas, because you are the guys in the industry. You probably know more about this than I do. But I was thinking for public charging operators, you could have rapid deployment of charge point in new locations, not have to wait till the grid connection gets there. That could take time. You can test a location, so maybe you're not sure about the return on investment on a certain location, so you can deploy the SBOW there and see, are there actually customers that will come there and charge? I was thinking about seasonal demand and demand peaks. Here in Spain, we all travel in summer. We don't travel as much in February. I can imagine tailored on-site solutions as well, or stranded vehicles rescues, or maybe you have a charge point or a charging infrastructure that's out of commission, and it's critical for you to have something that can service your customers there, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, fleets can use this, private operators can use this as well. You could accelerate the deployment to fulfill electrification targets and not have to wait for infrastructure or paperwork. You can have infrastructure reinforcements in high demand seasons, events, or special occasions. You want to present a new vehicle, why not charge it up on the go? You have, I can imagine complex and really constrained industrial environments where you need charging, but it's really hard to get electrification there. And I mean, rapid remote deployment, emergency response even. I'm sure there are many more.
Yeah, that's actually a quite good list of use cases, Lars. But let me add one small nuance to that. It's not that one iFlex is answering to one of these calls. You can have one iFlex, one SBOW iFlex, and you can use it throughout the years as the need change to boom, tackle one, tackle the other. In summer, you cover peak. In spring, maybe there are a lot of concerts. In winter, maybe some more peak in Baqueira. And you can, throughout the year, maybe in autumn, it's the bus season, and you covered your bus fleet. So with just one or a fleet of SBOW iFlex, you can cover throughout the year, depending on the time and your actual needs at that precise moment, you can cover all these different situations.
So with just one SBOW iFlex, you can cover a whole series of events throughout the lifetime
It's
of...
optimized to work in all of these different things that you just mentioned.
So it's more than just a charger. It's a solution. Again, it's a solution to something we cannot do with normal infrastructure.
Yeah.
And that's exactly, if you allow us, as Jose was mentioning at the beginning, that's exactly what we at SBOW and at Diggia Group work for. We want to help people and companies materialize what we call the beyond zero ambition through sustainable innovation.
So when you have the most needed and most difficult charging, that's also when it's the highest value,
Exactly.
right? That's when the CPOs will get the most value out of that particular charging there. I mean, I see it as a strategic advantage for a CPO who wants to give a higher level of service. I'm just wondering, when is this going to be available? When can I get one?
Okay, SBOW is already commercialized, and we are selling units and delivering them to our customers soon. If you think about any case that may fit your requirements, just come to us and we will think about the best solution or the solution that best suits your requirements together.
Very good. And I think we covered quite a lot in here, but I'm sure that now when we ask all of you, you're going to come up with a lot of different ideas that we never come up with. So I invite all of you to please join us, the ones that are in the room, join us for a snack now, and let's have this discussion there with a snack and a Coke. And for those of you online, thank you very much as well. Please contact us. We are very happy to continue the discussion through the line. Go visit you, come visit us. We would be very happy to continue all these discussions. And I honestly think that once you, the operators, start thinking about this, a lot of new ideas and new cases are going to come up.
Absolutely, absolutely. So thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you're going to enjoy having a look at the SBOW iFlex. Thank you to the people in the room, online, Santiago, Bernard.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you very much.
And let's build the future together.